everybody, Zachary from Zachary Zoo Adventures. I'm in the Bronx, New York, and today I'm visiting the Bronx Zoo. Now, this is a zoo I've been wanting to come to for quite a long time. I have been to this zoo before, and I haven't been here in 2 years, so I'm very happy to be here. I am wearing my own hat, as you can see, my own Zachary Zoo Adventures hat. I mentioned this before in my other videos, but just in case you don't know, I like to wear this hat all the places I go to. It protects my forehead from being burned from the sun. So I'm very excited to be here. This is a very, very large zoo, so I have my extra batteries and both my cameras with me, just in case. I'm going to go and find a map around here. Not sure if they're going to be giving any paper maps, but hopefully there will be a stationary map when I get inside. So let's get started. Alright, so this is the map of the whole zoo. It's a pretty good size zoo. And there actually are multiple different entrances. There's the Southern Boulevard parking, which is actually the main entrance. So I'm right over here by the Bronx River Gate. So I'm gonna head up the trail towards the Bison. And I'll take on this trail here to the World of Birds and towards Tiger Mountain. And hopefully get to see lots of animals today. And over here is the Bronx River. Very nice. Here's some information about the Bronx River. Alright, that's very nice. First up we got the American Bison. And got American Bison. Bison versus Buffalo. Alright, so this is the bison's habitat, and there are some workers in the habitat getting it all ready for the bison. And I do not really see them anywhere at the moment. So this is right near the front of the entrance, so I'll check back here a little later to see if they're out. Alright, World of Birds. Alright, so this here tells that the first floor of the bird world is open, but unfortunately the second floor is closed at the moment, so because they're actually doing some repairs, but thankfully the first floor will be open. Alright, so this here is the first floor, but thankfully this one's open, the second floor won't be open. Alright, so this habitat has some birds, but unfortunately it is closed because the birds have left their nest, so I'm not going to be able to show them to you. It's a very nice habitat for them. And here we're going to see Philippine sailfin lizard, pink-necked fruit dove, Sulawesi ground dove, Sulawesi forest turtle, pied hornbill, and Forston's tortoise. The maleo, an unusual bird. More information about malelos. Incubation. I'm gonna see the birdies. It's the maleos. And that one was just digging a hole for its eggs, looks like. See one of the other birds. Looks like that's the pied hornbill. And it's just a very lush habitat, and I am trying to find the Forston's tortoise, but I'm just not really seeing it anywhere. So it's a very lush green area, so it could be hiding anywhere. And we're going to see a gray-winged trumpeter and Bolivian gray TT monkey. There's the trumpeter. Oh, there's a second one. There's two of them in this habitat. And I see the Bolivian gray TT monkey. Oh, second one. Here we got Mariana fruit dove, blue-faced honey eater, budgerigar, diamond-fired tail, red-faced parrotfinch, blue-faced parrotfinch, and double-barred owlfinch. That's a nice habitat for them. See one of the birds right there in the tree. There's one of the parrots. It's a nice habitat for them. These cute little birds. You're going to see many-colored fruit dove, chestnut-breasted mautoha, and crested wood partridge. Let's see, there's the other birds right there. And we're gonna see crested wood partridge, red fan parrot, and bamboo partridge. This is a very nice habitat. So here's the red fan parrot. There's two of them. There's one of the other two birds down there. And this here tells you about all the different types of robin eggs. It's all blue. 74 eggs make it to be robin hatchlings. Some more information about birds. This is very nice. And here we got red bird of paradise, larger Malay chevrotain, Palawan peacock pheasant, red bird of paradise, tawny frogmouth, lesser bird of paradise, Bornean crested fireback, bamboo partridge, Bornean crested fireback, and bamboo partridge. You see one of the birds there. I believe that's the Palawan peacock pheasant. It's a very beautiful, natural looking habitat. It's very nice. And I am trying to find the Malay chevrotain. It's a very small animal and I'm not quite seeing it anywhere at the moment. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna have enough time to come back here later, because even though this is near the front of the entrance, the zoo is very large. And hopefully I'll have enough time to come back here later. See one of the bird of paradise. I believe that's the red bird of paradise right there. That's a nice bird there. It's one of the other bird of paradise. I also do not see the tawny frogmouth anywhere. I looked everywhere and I just don't see it anywhere. So hopefully I'll be able to have enough time to check back here later. So here I got scarlet-faced Leochilla. I'm pretty sure I said that wrong. Crested wood partridge, great Argus, Nicobar pigeon, grosbeak starling, danger.
It's a
Mandarin duck, white-throated ground dove, magpie robin, and pheasant pigeon. Oh, that's nice. See, there's a Nicobar pigeon, I believe, right there. That's a very wonderful habitat. There's the Mandarin duck right there. Another one of the Nicobar pigeons down there. So then we're gonna see pancake tortoise, Madagascar red foddy. And then we're gonna see pancake tortoise, Madagascar red foddy, gray-headed lovebird, red-faced lovebird, red bishop, Taveta golden weaver, golden-breasted starling, and speckled mouse bird. Some information about the weaver bird. Oh, that's a very nice habitat. One of the birds there. There's the other birds. There's one of the weavers right there. And there you see tambourine dove, Congo peafowl, Guinea turrico, and gray parrot. It's a very beautiful habitat. And I'm not really seeing either of the birds in here. So I'm assuming it's possible one of them's inside a little tree hollow there, because I don't really see them anywhere. Oh, wait. You see one of the birds right there. We got this really nice tree here. It's fallen down. And we're gonna see, sorry about the fencing, but rather than just name them, I'm just gonna show them to you because it's kind of hard for me to see them. The other birds in here. This here tells you why they have the curtain down, because there's a new bird that's trying to get comfortable, so they have it down so it does not fly out. I do see some of the birds over there in that tree. This here tells you all the different types of birds that are now extinct. It's very sad that these birds are now all extinct. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, so these are all extinct. This is why when animals are endangered and they're being hunted to extinction, and eventually that's when you start seeing these animals in zoos. Well, not these animals, but you know what I mean. The animals that are around today. Alright, so this habitat has another new bird in here that's still getting comfortable. Here we're going to see Eurasian blackbird, Western caparel, hope I'm saying that right, and harlequin duck. We're seeing one of the birdies there. You see some of the other birds there. Some are lost enough. Here we got a yellow-rumped cacique, green honey creeper, golden-headed quetzal, red-footed tortoise, and kagu. That's another very beautiful habitat. There's one of the birds there. There's the other birds up there. Very beautiful.
Stand down there, look just behind you.
There's no guarantee I'll be able to see every single species of bird in these habitats. So I'm not really seeing the kagu anywhere. Alright, so over here is the second floor, but unfortunately it is closed off. So I'm not going to be able to show you. But at least I got to see the first floor. Alright, so right over here is someone's names and carvings on the tree there. So don't ever do this. So this is very arrogant, especially if it's on a living tree. And especially that it's at a zoo. So don't do this to living trees because it's absolutely ignorant. We got Pere David's deer. Saved from extinction. Breed for success. Alright, this is a nice habitat for them. And I do see all the deer. All in the shade. All walking around the back. Yeah, so these guys are critically endangered. Meaning that zoos are going to be the only safe places where you'll be able to see these animals. Another side view of the Pere David's deer. See them all in the shade. There's some Canadian geese in here as well. Alright, I see some more deer there. Two of them. So the Bronx Zoo is very, very large. There's lots and lots of walking. And next area that I'm about to head into, which will be Tiger Mountain. After that is the Monorail, and after the Monorail, I actually enter a very large area where some of these habitats are kind of very far apart from each other. So make sure when you come here, be sure you wear comfortable shoes because there is lots of walking and some slight elevation changes throughout this area. Alright, Tiger Mountain. I'm taking care of tigers. Alright, tiger. Alright, this is the tiger's habitat. And I do see him all the way in the back. Looks like he's having a cat nap. Sorry about that. Yeah, you can see him all the way in the back there having a cat nap. He's not having a cat nap anymore. Looks like he's cleaned himself. Now the tigers just have a nice habitat, lots of space. More information about tigers. I always do my best to film all the different information. So it tells you the difference between all the different tigers. We got the tiger swimming pool. Yeah, it's a tiger swimming pool. Does have a really nice swimming area for him. And I see there's a second tiger in this habitat.
I mean, they act like it's such a horrible thing.
That is a big kitty cat.
The first one? I think it's just because it's not on there.
Yeah, so this is secondary habitat for the tiger.
Yeah, I'll be there in March. Yeah.
We got this nice habitat. I do see some swans right there. Looks like those are trumpeter swans. I didn't find a sign specifying what kind of swans they are, but I'm pretty sure they're trumpeter swans. Action in the water. I see some duckies. Also see some Canadian geese right there. There's a lot of different types of birds here. We got hooded merganser, wood duck, scaly-sided merganser, and common merganser. There's the habitat with all the different types of birds. The ducks. Very nice. Ooh, I'm gonna just splash across. There's some quacking over there. We got a red-crowned crane. There's two of the cranes. Yeah, red-crowned cranes do have a really nice habitat for them. Alright, so I'm showing you the map again so you can see where I'm at. I am right over here where I just completed this area. So I'm gonna head down the trail past the Himalayan Highlands. Then that'll take me to Asia Plaza where I'm gonna do the monorail first, and then I'll do Jungle World after that. I got dole. Don't think I've ever seen this type of animal at a zoo before. Oh, I see the doles. There's 3 of them. Oh, very active.
That one just came out of the water.
I'm pretty sure it's also my first time seeing this type of dog at a zoo before. This makes me miss my dogs at home. Many faces of wild dogs. Big and strong, gray wolf, fennec fox, maned wolf. These guys are very active today. And doles of many colors. More information about doles. We got the Himalayan Highlands. Here we're gonna see snow leopard and the tragopan. Alright, snow leopard. Alright, it's the snow leopard's habitat. And I am doing the best I can to find them. But thankfully there's a secondary habitat, so hopefully they'll be in the other habitat, because I'm not really seeing them anywhere. Perils of a predator. Let's see, additional habitat for the snow leopard. He's up at the glass here having a cat nap. Don't know if you could see it, but it's there. A snow leopard prey. This is in third snow leopard habitat. I believe that is a reproduction of a ibex skull. I believe this is a third snow leopard habitat. I'm not sure if this is connected to the other habitat or if this is a fourth habitat for them. We've got a red panda. And a red panda does have a nice habitat. Let's see if I can find him. Sure, it's in here somewhere. Yeah, so I'm not really seeing the red panda anywhere. It's around 10 o'clock and the zoo just opened, so it is still early for some of the animals. So I'm honestly not sure if I'm going to have enough time to check back here later, because the zoo is very, very large, and I actually got to keep moving so I can still see the monorail. We've got a white-naped crane. And the cranes do have a wonderful habitat. There's two of them in the back over there. I also have lots of water for them to be in. And that green stuff you see in the water is not muck. It's not a sign of illness. It's a sign showing that the ecosystem is healthy. Why do cranes dance? We're building the population towards saving cranes. So over here, they also have tram services, since the zoo is very, very large, and that there's tram services for people who don't want to walk the whole way. But I'm not going to be riding on this because I chose to walk through the whole zoo. Alright, we're now entering Wild Asia, the Bengali Express monorail, and Jungle World. Alright, so in here there's some more signs. We got Jungle World and the Wild Asia monorail. So I'm actually going to do the monorail first and then Jungle World after that. And it takes a ride on the wild side. Here we got wall drop ibis. There's all the wall drop ibis. I also don't think I've seen this type of bird at another zoo before. Some information about them. Alright, Bengali Express monorail. It's a bit of a long line, but I am still going to do it because it seems to be moving very fast. This is very nice right here. Alright, here comes the monorail. Alright, we're on the monorail.
Good morning, Bronx explorers, and welcome aboard the Wild Asia Monorail. My name is Marissa, and I'll be your tour guide and driver for today, and Joel will be our field scientist in training. And after we cross over the Bronx River, we'll be transported to Asia as if by magic, where we will see animals from China to India, Cambodia to Nepal, and more. So guys, for your safety and the safety of others, please remember to remain seated with your hands and feet inside of the train car at all times. This applies to both adults and children, so parents, please make sure your children are sitting on your lap or on the seats. They cannot stand up. And if you turn around, you'll see a black box next to the door. That's our intercom system that you can use to contact me in case of an emergency. Now, the Bronx is the headquarters for the Wildlife Conservation Society, also known as WCS. We have scientists and eco-guards working in the field, as well as zookeepers here at home to protect our animals. But we have now traveled over 7,000 miles and have arrived in Asia. Asia is continent with the largest number of deer species and is known for its deer diversity. So starting over towards your left, those two deer that are currently fighting, those are two of our Barasingha deer. Barasingha in Hindi means 12 tin, and the males have 12 to 14 points on their antlers. As we're moving on up ahead, look down to your right, you'll see these large white deer. These are the Bactrian deer native to Central Asia. On top of the hill, the spotted deer is the axis deer native to India and Sri Lanka. They're one of the very few deer that keep their white spots their entire lives. And those small tan antelopes that you saw were some of our black buck antelope. The species is known to be sexually dimorphic, meaning that the males and the females look different. So the mature males are chocolate brown with long spiral horns, and the females are tan with the white underbelly. Now throughout our tour, you will notice a lot of peafowl roaming around. Now the peafowl are India's national birds. The males are called peacocks, the females are called peahens, and the babies are called pea chicks. Now we do allow them to roam around freely, so again you will be seeing quite a few of them throughout the entirety of our tour. But this small farmhood that we're now passing actually represents a very interesting WCS story.
Hi, farmers in Indonesia live closely with wild animals, like elephants, which we will see shortly. WCS field staff work with local leaders and farmers in Indonesia to come up with the Crop Protection Unit. This unit created many different ways for farming to continue in close proximity of wild animals. One strategy was to soak ropes in chili powder and place them around the crops. Elephants do not like chili and leave the farms alone, allowing the farmer and the animals to share the habitat peacefully.
Now we all know a species that no longer exists is extinct, such as dinosaurs and the dodo birds. Our next animals were actually on the verge of extinction. So the enclosure that we're now entering belongs to the Mongolian wild horses, and these wild horses were actually extinct in nature and they could only be found in zoos. Now thankfully they have been successfully reintroduced back into the wilds in some parts of Mongolia and China from herds found in North American and Asian zoos. Now they are going to be over to our far right, standing on top of that hill, so once you move on up ahead you will get a better look at them. So in the meantime, here's one of our field scientists named Jonathan about these horses in other countries.
I'm Jonathan Slatt, and I'm the Russia and Northeast Asia coordinator for the Wildlife Conservation Society. I believe that wildlife has a place on this earth, and my job is to find practical solutions that allow people and wildlife to thrive together. Pere David's horse went extinct in the wild in the 1960s.
Yeah, so there's no guarantee they'll be able to see every single animal on the monorail here today.
Country to bring these horses back to the Central Asian steppe. The world needs happy stories. Watch the impossible become possible, and you see hope restored. That's what's happening today with Pere David's horse.
Now as we're turning this bend, look on top of the hill and you will see our Mongolian wild horses. If you look really carefully, you may be able to find our baby that was born back on Memorial Day, so she is just over 4 months old. But you may notice some differences between these horses versus our domestic ones. Now these horses have a stockier build, shorter legs, and an erect mane, meaning that these horses have a mohawk. They're also missing a forelock, which is the piece of hair that falls over the forehead of our domestic horses. Now here at the Bronx Zoo, we do like to offer our animals plenty of room to roam around and graze. So all of the space that you saw here in front of you, as well as the space we're coming up to on your right, belong to just these horses. And as you can tell, they do use every single bit of it. The Bronx Zoo received its first horses all the way back in 1902, and to date we have had over 50 babies born right here.
Wow, that's a lot of babies.
Now our next two species are two very vulnerable and endangered ones. One is small and has curved-shaped antlers, but the other are very large and they're hard to miss. I'm talking about our brow antlered deer and the gaur. Now the gaur are the largest wild cattle in the world. They can stand up to 6 feet tall, 10 feet long, and weigh over 2,000 pounds, which is the same as a small car. Now it looks like they're also going to be down to our right, so again you will get a better look at them once you move on up ahead. So in the meantime, here's one of our keepers with more information about these animals.
Hi, I'm Dave, a wild animal keeper here in Wild Asia. When the Bronx Zoo received 2 female and 1 male gaur from the San Diego Zoo, it took a couple of introductions before all the animals were comfortable. But after a little bit of time, the 3 new animals fully integrated into the herd, and we have the family today. A family group of gaur can consist of up to 40 individuals, led by an older adult female called the matriarch. Since the 2 females and 1 male have been added to this family, there have been a number of offspring. This is important because gaur are considered to be a vulnerable species, so it's vital to maintain maintain a healthy growing herd here at the zoo.
As we're coming in closer to our gaur, take a good look at their horns. As their horns are curving inwards, you're looking at a female, and if they're pointing up slightly, you're looking at a male. Now, with their large size and impressive horns, these animals can fight off anything, including a tiger, so trust me, you do not want to mess with them. And they are considered to be very vulnerable because they continue to lose their wild space due to farming. Now, if you all listen very carefully, you may start to notice some sounds coming from behind us. Now, that's actually coming from a concrete jungle rather than a nation one. It's easy to forget that the Bronx Zoo sits in the heart of an urban environment, and that noise you may be hearing is actually just traffic on the Bronx River Parkway. So if you guys just want to turn around really quick to look behind you, you can literally see the highway right behind us. Now, this large fence line that you see here in front of us is used to reduce the noise of the city traffic for our next animal. So I am just going to remind you all again to please remain seated. This is probably the worst enclosure to fall into because we are now on the lookout for a tiger. And again, guys, parents, please make sure your children are sitting on your lap or on the seats. They cannot stand up. Now, those tigers have a bright orange coat with black stripes. It does offer them the perfect camouflage to hide behind bushes and tall grass. And adult tigers are solitary, meaning that they live alone in the wilds, which is why, unfortunately, we'll be seeing one of our tigers out here today. So as we're turning this way, right in front of you will see our Amir tiger. His name is Anakin. Tigers usually prefer to eat wild pigs and medium-sized deer, and they will typically gorge themselves on a fresh kill. They'll eat up to 40 pounds of meat, which is the equivalent of 160 hamburgers in just one sitting. After such a large meal, they cannot eat for several days. So again, this is our Amir tiger. His name is Anakin. Amir tigers are typically larger, lighter in color in comparison to Himalayan tigers. And here at the Bronx Zoo, we do have both species. So if you would like to see more of our tigers, don't forget to check out Tiger Mountain.
Oh, it's just there. Got a very nice habitat for them.
Now over towards your right, the large hill in front of us is just the back of the gaur enclosure. So towards the end of the day, close to about 4 or 5 o'clock, they do like to come all the way down to these rocks here in front of us, and it really is a sight to see because you get to see all 40 of them up close, and trust me, they are huge. And now over towards your right, we're entering the back of that first meadow we were in where we saw a lot of our deer and antelope. So here's one of our keepers with her day-to-day life working with our animals.
Hi, my name is Michelle. I'm part of the Wild Asia Keeper team. We call this area Kanha Meadow, where we care for about 40 Barasingha deer, 15 axis deer, 10 black buck, and a pair of muntjac. We start our day by checking on all the animals, making sure they are healthy, behaving normally, and safe. Sometimes, fawns and calves are born overnight. Newborns are given a neonatal exam, which includes weighing, vaccination, and tagging for identification purposes. While the animals are in the meadow, we prepare their nighttime holding areas so that they have a safe and clean place to spend the night.
As we turn this bend, we're about to enter a bamboo forest. So keep a good lookout for our next animals. They blend in closely with the muddy environment they like to call home. So if you see a pig-like animal, you have spotted our babirusa. Now in this first pen we have a male out named Sprouts, and in the second pen over towards your right we have Kenneth. He's going to be over to your right, to your left. For the mature males, they have these tusks that curve backwards towards their eyes resembling antlers, giving them their name Babirusa, which means pig deer in the Himalayan language. But don't even worry, if you can hear a Babirusa, you will not miss our next animal. I am going to ask you all to please lower your voices so you do not scare her. We are now pulling up on the largest land mammal adaptation elephant patty. Again, guys, please lower your voices so you do not scare her.
Mono.
You may notice some dirt and debris on Patty's back. She feathered herself to protect her skin from the sun. I want you all to know this She has to eat a lot of vegetation. She eats
Yo, chill out. Hello, chill out. Yo, piggy's here, piggy's here. Let's dance.
Their trunk has over 40,000 which is more than the human body.
Okay, see.
Also has
No, it's baby, it's happy.
only Asian which allows her to pick a plate of fresh ground or turn on all of the surrounding tree branches in the enormous forest. Here at the Bronx Zoo, we do like to offer elephants a lot of personalization. And that large tree stump that you saw next to the pool of water was actually an elephant-sized back scratcher.
Bye, Sila, bye.
But now, as we're saying bye to Patty, we are on the lookout for another large mammal. So if you see an animal with skin that looks to have armor plates, a big horn on her nose, it looks to weigh around 3,500 pounds. You have spotted our Indian rhinoceros koala. As she is going to be over to your right, laying in this pool of water that's called a mud wallow. So once we turn this bend and you guys get past this large tree covered in vines, just look straight ahead. You will get a better look at her. Wow. But again, guys, that large rock in the water is just our rhino Callie, old 3,500 pounds.
Wow. She hang right here.
And again, guys, please make sure your children are seated. They must be sitting on your lap or on the seats. They cannot stand up.
See it right here, look.
Again, please make sure your children are seated. Excuse me, guys, you have to sit down, please. Thank you.
No more gas.
Not all rhinos are actually highly endangered, and there are less than 4,000 Indian rhinos surviving in India and Nepal, but the Bronx Zoo actually cares for several endangered rhinos. A common misconception with our rhinos is that they're armor plated, but that is not at all true. Their skin actually just has many folds to it. So although you may think their skin is thick and tough, it's actually very thin and sensitive. Now it needs protection from the sun and insects, which is why you just saw Callie laying inside of the mud wallow to add the extra layer of protection to her skin. And we actually have a rhino here named Penny, and whenever she comes outside, our keepers need to put sunscreen on her face. That's how sensitive a rhino's skin can be. So now here's some more information about these Sumatran rhinos.
Farmers.
The rhinos you see here are Indian rhinos. We work with habitats all over the world that are homes to rhinos. Here is a note from our field office in Sumatra, and Wulan, who works with the Sumatran rhino. Sumatran rhinos are the smallest of the world's rhinos, and they are considered critically endangered.
My name is Wulan Husparini, and I'm the Species Conservation Specialist for WCS Indonesia program. We carried out an island-wide survey of the last wild population of Sumatran rhinoceros in Indonesia. With so many unknowns on how to manage Sumatran rhinos in the wild or captivity, our study showed definitively that we must protect them at source. The cost of doing nothing could be the extinction of the species, and I can't imagine that.
And now, as we leave the rhino area behind, we are on the lookout for 4 other deer species and 1 type of antelope. So once we turn this bend up ahead and enter the other side of the meadow, I will point out these animals as I see them. They can be a little difficult to find just because they do like to head up along the back fence lines. But as we return to this bend, look down to the back. That small tan-colored deer that you see is one of our hog deer. Now the hog deer get their name because they're short and heavy like hogs. They also behave like hogs, meaning that they like to creep, run low, and duck under things rather than leaping over like most deer should. Now they are the smallest deer that we have in this meadow, so they're usually really difficult to find. But the 2 larger species that we do have, they prefer to sit towards the top right corner of the meadow. So again, once we get up there, I won't put them out to you. But you are going to see some large chocolate brown deer, and those are some of our sandbar deer. They are the largest deer species in southern Asia. Now the males can stand up to 5 feet tall at the shoulder, with antlers that grow up to 3 feet long, and they weigh over 650 pounds, making them the largest deer that we have here at the Monorail. So now as we're moving on up ahead and we turn this bend, start looking down towards your right, you're going to see a mud trail. Now follow this mud trail straight up to the very back fence line on top of the hill. You'll see all of our sandbar deer laying up there. Again, those large chocolate brown deer. And then once we get past a few of these trees, look over to the right. You'll see these large tan antelope. Those are the nilgai antelope. They are the largest Asian antelope species. Take a good look at our nilgai's hooves. They have these white rings to go around them, which makes it look like they're wearing socks. But now our next species is almost impossible to find, so guys, keep a very good lookout. Oh, the fence line that you see here in front of us down to those black boulders to your right, that is where our Chinese tufted deer like to hide. And these deer are so difficult to find because they weigh less than 40 pounds. They do prefer the cooler temperatures rather than warm. On days like today, it is rare to see any of them running around, but their dark coat allows them to camouflage really well up along that back fence line. So if you look really carefully, you will see one of them laying straight down to the back next to the large tree. But it's also rare to find any of these deer outside of zoos in China, so the Bronx Zoo is very thankful to have some of them right here with us. Now the next part of our tour is the perfect photo opportunity, so guys, get your cameras ready. We are now crossing back over the Bronx River, which is the highest point of our tour at 35 feet. So again, this is the perfect photo opportunity. Thousands of commuters cross over this waterway daily, and under highways and elevated tracks, the river still rushes along, providing a habitat for ducks, fish, and migrating birds. Now you may also see some outlines of fish and turtles in the water, but please do not stand up to look. Rivers are vital resources for wildlife all over the world. And the rocky terrain of this area that we're now entering is the perfect environment for our next two species. They're both adapted to climbing rugged mountain slopes, and they're the relatives to wild goats. So guys, look up to your right. These are the Himalayan tar and the markhor. Now the markhor are these animals that you see here in front of you with their large corkscrew horns, and they have a wizard-like beard growing around their neck. They're also the national animals of Pakistan. Now the male's horns can grow up to 5 feet long, whereas the female's horns only grow up to 1 foot. Now moving on up ahead, you should be able to find a few of our babies roaming around. As babies were born back in May, so they are still quite small. But the hooves of these animals have a rubbery cord to them, which helps them to grip and climb on things much like a boot does. That's what allows them to climb those boulders that you see down in the back of the enclosure, as well as climb trees just to reach fresh leaves. Now these animals are actually known to jump 6 feet in the air without a running start. But I am now slowing down our tour so we do not miss our next animal.
There's one right there.
Okay, never mind, I lied. So over to your right on the small tree is usually where we have our red panda. Unfortunately, he's not out right now. So on days like today when the temperature is higher, we do give him full access to his indoor enclosure so he can come in and out as he pleases. And he has this like AC fan unit in his indoor enclosure, so honestly I don't blame him for not coming out right now. So again, I apologize, our red panda is not out right now, but if you would still like to see a red panda, we do have another one over at the Himalayan Highlands. It's just a short 5-minute walk away from the monorail, and you can find our Asian big cat there, the snow leopard.
Yeah, there's no guarantee you'll be able to see all the animals on the
Head
monorail.
over to the Himalayan Highlands. It's going to be just a short 5-minute walk away, and you can also see our snow leopards over there as well.
Then you met a tortuga. ¿Quieres ver tortuga?
But now, as we're turning this bend, our journey is almost to its end. You have heard from animal experts here and in the field, so let's try some of your own scientific skills. Now, the Bronx Zoo is part of the Wildlife Conservation Society, which manages 5 parks here in New York City. And that is the Bronx Zoo, Central Park Zoo, Queens Zoo, Prospect Park Zoo, as well as the New York Aquarium. We also have scientists in the field in over 300 sites in over 60 countries. Now, in just a few more seconds, we are going to be coming to a very brief stop. There is a train at the platform directly ahead of us. But this is the perfect opportunity to gather all of your belongings. Guys, please do me a favor. Check the seats and check the floor. Please do not leave anything behind. If you have any garbage with you, there are trash cans at the platform available to you. So again,
Alright, so I just got off the monorail and it was fantastic. It has all different kinds of animals here. Especially enjoyed seeing the elephants, which are my #1 favorite animal at zoos. So I recommend if you come here to the zoo, be sure to save enough time to ride the monorail because it was fantastic. Alright, so I ran next to the monorail and got Jungle World. Alright, Jungle World. Welcome to Jungle World, Asia's tropical forest. And so this here is a mini map of Jungle World. So it basically goes in a loop. We got small clawed otter and cozy nest. See one of the otters there. There's a second otter in the water. We got Matchie's tree kangaroo and Asian brown tortoise. Oh, this is very nice. I see the kangaroos right there. The Matchie's tree kangaroo. Oh, forests that grow into the sea. Unfortunately, this habitat seems to be under renovation, so unfortunately there's nothing in here. We got ebony langur. Alright, the ebony langur. Got the female on the right and the male on the left. And I'm pretty sure it's also my first time seeing this type of monkey at a zoo before. And I do have lots of places for them to climb. It's very natural looking habitat. This area really does mimic the jungle. Border conflict. Some more information about the ebony langur. So here's another side view of the ebony langur. Alright, we got the rainforests. We got northern Luzon giant cloud rat. Alright, so it is very dark in here, and it seems like these guys are usually nocturnal. And I'm not really seeing it anywhere, but it doesn't seem like I'm gonna have enough time to come back here later because this is not really near the entrance. Here I got spotted whistling duck and silvered leaf monkey. I see them up in the tree there. Very nice. Yeah, better view of the silver leaf monkey from here. Looks like there's a bunch of them. We got pied imperial pigeon, Raja shell duck, white-cheeked gibbon, Victoria crowned pigeon, and Malayan tapir. Some information about the Malayan tapir. Alright, this is very nice. And tapirs are just napping right there. Two of them. I see there's a stork right there. There's some ducks right there. I do see some bats right up there hanging from the ceiling. Alright, so over here is the habitat for the leopard. Unfortunately, it is closed off, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to show it to you. This is another side view of the Malayan tapirs. Just taking a nap. We got giant Malayan stick insect. Alright, so I'm trying to find the stick insect, but since they're called stick insects, they're very camouflaged and I do not really see them anywhere. We got tiger barb. Wow, this is very nice. We got Vietnamese walking stick. So I see them. They're actually right over here and I almost didn't see them. We got spiny leaf insect. I see the leaf insects right there. Here we got yellow spotted tree toad, Asian black spine toad, and black breasted leaf turtle. I see three of the yellow spotted tree toads. Oh! They fell out. There's the Asian black spine toads there. I do see the black-breasted leaf turtle. He's right there. We got central bearded dragon and frilled lizard. The frilled lizards up in the tree here. Alright, so I'm looking and I'm not quite seeing the bearded dragon anywhere. Yeah, so I'm probably not going to have enough time to come back here later because the zoo is so massive. We got carpet python. You see the carpet pythons right here at the bottom. We got fire-bellied toad. The fire-bellied toads are right here. We got common tree shrew. This habitat is very lush and green, and I do not really see it anywhere. It's a very small creature. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, no, I don't see it. So I'm pretty sure it's probably here somewhere. Yeah, so I'm afraid I'm not going to have enough time to come back here later. Oh, wait. I see it right there. On the tree there. That's another view of the tree shrew.
That's a female gibbon.
Anatomy of a tropical rainforest. And over here is another side view of the habitat. I can see the white-cheeked gibbon right there. It's a very nice animal. Saving wildlife around the world. We got Gharial. It's a really nice habitat. You see the Gharial right there. There's some more of them over there. And the Gharial does have lots of water for him to be in. There's a Gharial right there next to a tortoise. Alright, this is very nice. I can tell this definitely mimics the rainforest. And thankfully it's nice and cool in here because it's very hot outside. We got a closer view of the Gharial. So now we're going to see Mary River Turtle, giant gourami, Gharial, tinfoil barb, and fly river turtle. It's a underwater view of the Gharial's habitat. All just resting on land there. There's a gourami right there. One right there. So the other different types of fish and care. I see one of the turtles here. Looks like that's the Mary River turtle. Here we got dromedary camel and Bactrian camel. And there's the camel's habitat. And you see the dromedary camel right there. I think I see a second dromedary camel. I'm not really seeing the Bactrian camels anywhere, and all I see is a dromedary camel. Alright, so I'm showing you the map again so you can see where I'm at. I'm right over here. I just did the monorail in Jungle World. So now I'm going to head up in this direction to the African Trail. So I'm going to first head in this direction here towards the Samba village. And then I'm going to backtrack and head to the bears and check out the world of reptiles. Alright, next up I got the Africa Trail. So here's a mini map of the Africa Trail. So I'm going to first head up in this direction, up towards past the zebras and towards the giraffes. And then past the Congo gorilla forest, and that'll take me down to the baboon reserve. And then after that I'm going to go see the bears. And then we got slender horned gazelle. Some information about the gazelle. I see it's a slender horned gazelle right there. I see 3 of them.
I'm right
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's also my first time seeing this type of gazelle at the zoo before. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, because I've been to so many zoos I can't really remember all the animals. They do have a very nice habitat. And we got Grevy zebra. It tells all the different types of zebras. It's a plain zebra, a mountain zebra. And I've seen every single species of zebras of all the zoos I've been to. I see 2 of them. They're just grazing around. There's a second zebra. Here we got spotted hyena. Some information about the hyena. Some more information about the hyenas.
I don't see any.
Alright, it's the hyena's habitat. I'm gonna see if I can try and find them. There's another side view of the hyena's habitat. And I'm not really seeing the hyena anywhere, but I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Yes, there's a lot of lush green area, so it's possible it's in that little bush there. Yeah, so I'm probably not gonna have enough time to come back here later.
A little cave?
Yeah, you see the hyenas right there. That was right, they actually are in that little bush there. Yeah, you can see them right there. Alright, we got a much better view of the hyenas from this viewing point. It's like there's 2 of them in there sleeping together. Then got African painted dog.
Bigger than a golden retriever?
More information about the African painted dog. Advantages of pack life. What is an African painted dog? Is this the African painted dog's habitat? And I do not really see them anywhere, but I'm assuming they're probably over there somewhere. And I'm probably not going to have enough time to come back here later, because this zoo is so large and there's so many zoos and aquariums I really want to see, and it's after 12 o'clock already. I'm built to hunt. Alright, so I actually found the African painted dogs. They're right over there. See them taking a nap. The African painted dogs have a very good size habitat. So I'm showing you the mini map again. So I just went down this trail, so now I'm gonna head over to the Congo gorilla forest. I'm gonna head in this direction and check out the mouse house over here. I'm gonna continue my way through Africa and then head to the bears. Alright, I'm gonna head to the Congo gorilla forest. Alright, Congo gorilla forest. Nice, over here is a mini map of the Congo gorilla forest. Alright, Africa's rainforest. Here we got Angolan colobus monkey. Alright, I see the colobus monkeys. 2 of them. See their tails. And you can see there's a 3rd colobus monkey right there.
There's a monkey. Let's find the main attraction.
Alright, this is nice. I'm just gonna go through this tunnel here. Oh, it's very natural looking. Alright, so here's the okapi habitat. I'm gonna see if I can try and find him. Alright, okapi. I see the okapi. I see, but it walked away. Discovered at the Lope Reserve. Here we got mandrill, Angolan colobus monkey, and red river hog. Alright, it's the habitat for them. I am trying to find them, but I do not see either of the animals in this habitat. Yeah, so I'm not really seeing them anywhere, so I'm not gonna have enough time to come back here later. Alright, we got a monitor right here. Assuming it's probably a Nile monitor lizard. There's some fish in this tank. Here we got banded bushfish, ornate bitcher, and panther bushfish. There's a fish here. It's a nice tank. We got Regan's Julie. Let's see the Julie. I just say ball python in this habitat. The second one in the tree. Here we got elephant nose fish. It's right there. See where it gets the name elephant fish because of its long elephant-like nose. Here we got Congo tetra, yellowfin Congo tetra, here Taurus catfish, blunt-head cichlid, blue neon cichlid, and humphead cichlid. Alright, see all the different fish in here. Alright, there's a python in this habitat. Looks like it's an African rock python. Alright, so another side view of the habitat that has all the different types of monkeys and the red river hog. And I found the mandrills up in the tree.
Okay, let's go.
I can see there's a red river hog in the back there taking a nap. Which animal helps plant the forest? And got wolf's monkey. There's the wolf monkey's indoor habitat. I see there's the wolf's monkey right there. That's very nice. And here we got Congo peafowl, long-tailed hornbill, blue-bellied roller, and green wood hoopoe. Oh, that's really nice. There's also some fish in here. Here's all the fish that are in here. We got convict Julie, humphead cichlid, Nasuta cichlid, and blunt-head cichlid. There we go. It's really nice.
I see the duck's feet. Oh my, they have like two feet.
Very nice. Living in the last Eden. We've got lowland gorilla. The different types of gorillas in Africa. The lowland gorilla, Guar's gorilla, and mountain gorilla. The last two I don't think I've ever seen before at a zoo before. Family ties. Alright, this is the gorilla's habitat. Now I'm gonna try and find them. Alright, I see the silverback gorilla right up here. It's got big hands. And the gorillas do have a really nice habitat for them. There's another gorilla right here. I'm gonna see more gorillas up in the tree. I see the other gorilla right here. The gorillas do have a nice habitat. We got pygmy marmoset.
What's this?
So I see the pygmy marmoset up there in the tree. Oh, there's another one right here.
Let's go.
Alright, I'm gonna see the rest of the girls over here. Here's the rest of the girls over here.
But the way that the fur story, it looks like somebody just went.
it.